Good afternoon, World Wide Web. Yes, it's afternoon already. It's not morning. Hugely late start today. But we are live in the Rockwolf Studios from behind the not-so-golden microphone in far north Queensland, Australia, the island continent. And it is also a Veterans Day in the UK, Europe, and Africa. And it looks like it's still Super Sunday in the USA and Canada for a few more hours. Sorry, we got launched way late this morning due to appointments. However, yeah, let's get started right away. I really wanted to start Tectonica this morning, but now that we got started so late, it's not really worth getting started and then having to end the stream shortly after getting started on a new game. So, we'll do a little bit more satisfactory today. Oh, look, our overlay is working. That's unusual. Just works when it wants to, I guess. Hope everyone's doing well, and Major Tom, good morning to you. First in chat, good on ya. Thank you for the redeem. Hope everyone's doing well. And again, I apologize for such a late start. So, we're just going to be working on our Phase 4, and as you can see on the left-hand side, we've got a few factories to set up. Speaking of which, I think I want to start up some notes here. Where do I want to put it? Do. There are a couple of recipes I do want to hunt down. Just so we can get adaptive control. Supercomputers, we've got an alternate recipe we're going to use. Cooling system, I guess, is the first thing we want to set up, and then turbo motors and radio control. All right, so what we're going to be using, let's just take a look at it. Instead of using the normal recipe, hold on, wrong one. Instead of using the normal recipe, we're going to use the cooling device recipe. It's still heat sinks, but instead of rubber, we're going to use motors and eliminate the water aspect and just use nitrogen. It's going to give us 1 per minute less, but a whole lot less resources we have to worry about. And what we've got... turbo electric motor is the alternate that we want. Supercomputer. No, we're not going to use that one. We've got an alternate. We're going to be using this one. It's 3 per minute instead of this freaky decimal number. for an output. So that's why we need to do our radio control and our cooling system. Now, radio control does have an alternate recipe that we haven't gotten yet. I'm just wondering if it's in our selection. That one uses rubber, which we're not going to use. Yeah, these are all much earlier recipes. And I'm leaving them here, so... Oh, hang on. Is that what we wanted? Turbo electric motor? Yes. Still radio control units, still motors. We'll just add rotors and electromagnetic control rods to the mix. This is the one we want. 2.8 per minute, even though it's an odd number, so is the 1.8 per minute. All right, that's one we want and got. So radio control is the alternate, another alternate recipe that we want for radio control. And it's not this one. Alright, so that's why we're scanning for the alternate recipe on that. Alright, while we're waiting, we are going to need a few of these things for those recipes. So let's take a look at our control rod. Which we can use stators and high-speed connectors for. And then the adaptive control, there's actually no alternative for this. Let's add electromagnetic control rods to our recipes. All right. Now, what I've done, we've got plenty of power on tap right now. So we've got about 14 gigawatts of power available. And we also stepped up the power grid a little bit. But we'll get up here and I'll give you a little bit of bird's eye view of what I set up. So I went to our maps 00 location. And basically what I did is I set up a power grid all the way to the south, all the way to the north. And of course you can't see it from here, so let's zip on over to it. So this platform is up here. Let's get our get our debug menu going. All right, this is our 0, 0. So you can see at the upper left, the X and Y is almost 0, 0. Our elevation is 270 meters, and there's two reasons why I picked 270. At 270, we'll be able to avoid 95% of the terrain, with the exception of a few of these spectacularly large terrain outcrops. But generally speaking, 270 is going to be 95% real estate for construction and for train traffic. And all I'll be doing is taking from the resources that are on the ground, send them up on an elevator, and do factories up on here where trains are also going to be put. So power goes all the way down to the south end of the map that way. Oh, I didn't do that one. All the way to the west end of the map that way, all the way to the north end of the map that way. So all I have to do is drop power down to the miners and bring them up to the platform. I wonder why I left that out. Alright, so what we need is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and a platform. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and a platform. Come on. That's what we want. The alignment kind of sucks, but as long as the footprint is off of the main That'll leave room, put down our train network. So what we're going to do is avoid trying to go, I'll try to avoid going down with train network and try and stay as flat and level as possible on our 270. And this way we can bring power all the way down to the surface of wherever we're needing to drop miners or water extractors. I didn't put 2 in there, did I? No, I didn't think there was any way to overlap those. Just want to make sure I didn't place 2 over, or 1 over the top of another. And this, of course, will give us access to resources over the entire map. Get there quickly. See, that feels like I just put 2 of them there. Oh, I see what happened. That's what happened. Actually, I put power tower on the toolbar instead of my power line. And we are on a Veterans Day. So besides the appointments that I had today, we went to Veterans Day services this morning. And it was actually Peanuts first. They call it Remembrance Day here in Australia. And aside from the services that we had this morning, traditionally there is a moment of silence at 11, after 11 a.m. in the morning. So 11 of the 11th at 11:11 a.m. And sadly, in Australia, Veterans Day is not a day off. And in the U.S., it's not an official day off. But many companies I've worked for in the U.S., when I was living in the U.S., they would either let us take the day off or would not be at work at all. So, a big thanks to all of our veterans and all of the branches of the services, past and present. Thank you very much for your service. Your dedication. And your selfless sacrifice. Did it again, dang it. That is pretty awesome AI, digital DJ in Spotify. I didn't go very far out with this one. I might need to extend this a little bit more.
It seems that you have accidentally wandered into a restricted area. Due to the sensitive nature of the materials that you may be exposed to here, you will not be allowed to leave until the cleanup crew arrives at 6 a.m. So hang tight. Rest assured that you will be promptly rescued, fired, then sent home. Thank you for being an employee. We hope that your experience has not been as regrettable as ours.
Thank you very much for that, Fire. Good morning to you. Fire in the house. Own it. Thank you for firing me, Fire. Yeah, because we were way late this morning. I think we need to take this platform out a little bit further. Well, probably not, actually. Yeah, a little bit further. Just because we're going to be taking power directly down from here. Can't see if there's any ore veins directly down here. Oh, there's a couple. Yeah, we'll take this out a little bit. Just do it. Who? Is that like Nike? Didn't Nike coin that phrase? Oh! Yeah, you know what? If it wasn't for the fact that we started so god-awful late this morning because of, memorial services and some appointments this morning, which surprisingly were scheduled, I would have started Tectonica 2 today, but now the stream's going to be so short, there's not even worth streaming it and ending it right away. Wow. Is that iron and copper right next to each other straight down? And you excavated all the way around that goodness. Holy moly. You've been a busy little excavator. Oh my God, that's wild. How long did that take you? I reckon that's far enough. Oh, mining charges. Yeah. Okay. I take it they're better than the before, hey? Or are they still kind of, what is it, 3x3-ish and then about 10 deep? Or did they increase the blast capacity? About the same. Still would have taken quite a while with a mole. That's a pretty huge excavation right there. Oops. Highway to Rocket. That's right. Did I not connect that one? Yeah, I did. No, no, no. What's that all about? That'll work. That'll connect us up to so many resources. Just drop power down, drop miners down. Bring the ore up to this platform, and I put this on 270 so we can build factories all day long on 270. That's right, it is, isn't it? As it does. Why does that feel like it's slow? No, we're on fast. There's a wreckage over there. There's some limestone. Hopefully it's a pure. Got that one. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I think we'll get rid of that one. There's our 00. So this is our map 00. Alright, so now we've got power in all 4 directions at level height of 270, which we can just bring it down to the ground and we're good to go. I don't think we'll have too much issue with that one. No. Should be okay with that. And then, of course, that sets our level for when we get into trains. Blow it up anyway. You like that explodey stuff, don't you? That's right. This one looks like it's gonna be... It's not really in the way. Oh, it's not in the way at all. Both wires are inside that. I think we're okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's clear now. Alright, so now we've got room to drive an Explorer or a truck or whatever. And I don't see any reason really to ramp down to the ground. So we'll basically just be flying down to the ground. Or hover packing down to the ground. There's our copper right over there. Copper production. So 270 seems to be a pretty optimal, like I say, misses about 95% of the terrain except for a few of the really tall outcrop rocks. But 270 is also half of 540 and 540, which is half of 1080p. Just turned out to be the right number. Alright, so basically we're going to bring our heat sinks. What was the electric control rods? Electromagnetic control rods. I believe that was rotors and... high-speed connectors. Gosh, I hope I marked my high-speed connectors. Oh, I left that mark there on purpose. Ooh, almost deleted that. Yeah, stator, not rotor. That's right. High-speed connectors are right there. That's our output. And that's why I left that marker right there. And stators are over here. No, we're good. Thanks very much anyway. Thanks for the thought. Hmm. So how do I want to do this? That's the question. I know we can expand this out quite a bit because we're only doing one machine at 8 per minute. To bring the high-speed connectors over there. No, you know what? It's getting crowded over here anyway. So many modules, and I didn't build a bus anywhere. You know what? That's the big thing. I didn't build a bus system, so I can't just pull off of a bus. And we've got all the way up to 780 per minute. So it's not like we can't pull off a bus continuously till we reach a certain 780. This is why I liked having the central supply location. Well, remember my last save? I had a pretty extensive train network. The problem with having trains is congestion, train traffic. Because you'd have these factories, these modules set up all over the place. That means trains going out to one place, bringing it back to another, going out to another, bringing it back to another, picking up the product of that manufacturing, taking it out to another. Train traffic starts to get pretty horrendous, like you saw. I'm getting to like the idea of the drones. But there's benefits and non-benefits with drones. Even though you get some congestion with trains carry much more cargo per trip, but they carry much more cargo, which is just shy of one container, one row shy of one small container per car. Central suppository. I think I'd opt for a repository. This is a suppository. Ouch. Oh my god, you made me snork on that. Yeah, see, I had a central, that's why I built the central supply station, you know, 4 lines, red line, green line, blue line, silver line. That worked really well. However, connecting modular builds with trains, again, that's going to produce a lot of congested traffic, and I would just rather avoid that congestion because, yeah, wow, it's just a lot. What it ends up being is there's a lot of crisscrossing traffic. Drones are direct. Drones can have one origination, but it can have more than one destination. And honestly, even if setting up a factory, you can have more than one drone port picking up product. So you can have 2 or 3 or 4 originating drone ports here, each one delivering to a different location or a different factory, you know, which makes them quite versatile. So train everything. So for trains, you're saying you'd have an origin at a factory, deliver it to the main warehouse or the main repository, and then drones can pick up from the repository and deliver it out to every location where it needs it for manufacturing more parts. And I don't think we, you know, that's an idea worth exploring, because even though drones, let's see if it tells us what their capacity is. 9 inventory slots. Nine repository or 9 inventory slots. Yeah, no, I'm fully on board with your idea on that. We can still use the trains for providing to the central warehouse, and then just delivering parts out to wherever they're needed. That actually fulfills the warehouse fills the need to have not so much a buffer, but a supply source to deliver out to wherever they're needed, whereas the trains can see, these have a 32 slot capacity. I think Coffee Stain is confusing what a slot means. This says 9 inventory slots, and I know it's got way more than that. 9 slots meaning 9 slots across in a row. I know it's not 9 down, it's 9 across. And this says 32 slot capacity, which is actually 8 slots across times 4 rows. Oh yeah, so my idea is a central warehouse right out here. Because see how central that is to everything on the map? Which means the longest distance any one drone or train would have to go would be diagonally from up here in the desert back to here. That's the only farthest point, and it's not much farther point if you draw a line straight across here and straight down. That's about as central as you get. You know, so there can be a central warehouse here. The platform's up on 270, which is out of the way of everything, except for, I think there was 1, 2, 3 tall pillars. But, oh my gosh, I mean, lots of build room here, lots of flat out build room here for a warehouse. Power, of course, coming from up here. Which means, I mean, not that this is the main base. I mean, it's a main base because space elevator. That's about all. And the hub. We're doing pretty good on power, so we can build quite a bit without having to worry about power for a little bit. We're at 14 gigawatts. But yeah, you know what? Oh, you know what? We could, yeah, absolutely. That's a great idea. You know, put the warehouse above because that's where all the air traffic is at. Keep the train system delivering down on 270, which is flat out across the map everywhere. That's actually a great idea. maybe just pop up to 300 and 300 is the warehouse. You know, with no obstruction. And all the air traffic basically would be at 300 anyway, except for where it pops down to 270 at its origin, or destination, rather. Five decades? No, I reckon yours is more than my once a year. I usually have one about once a year. Something just... Boy, those fans are working good. I put those 2 extra fans in the PC case and they are pushing hot air out. I literally can feel it coming out from underneath the desk. And the CPU is staying nice and cool. Well, you know what? I love our collabs too. And you know what? This gaming, like this building constructing, is my therapy. I mean, I love to build. I love to explore different ideas, different construction mechanics, all of that stuff. It's how I get by from day to day. And it keeps me from going up to the school and being a grumpy old man and telling them how badly they're failing, not supporting my son. Wonder how tall these trees are. Oh, way above 300. I'm up at 340 right now, and we're not at the top of the trees, but we are clearing the top of that pedestal. Trees, you know what? Trees we can clear out. It's going to be a lot of trees to clear out. You know what? I think that's an exceptionally good idea because the combination of transport types can be put together to be quite effective, I think. What are we at here? This is 330 meters. I reckon this is the highest point by the looks of that outline on here. Other than maybe this one over here on the... Oh, well, maybe that one. That's way up there. I reckon 330 is going to be fine. You know, as long as we're just above here. Maybe 335. This is 331. That should be 335 right there. This is an excellent idea. This is an excellent idea. For a warehouse area, drone ports would be... Well, you know, it would be... I reckon it would be fairly big, you know, because... You know, you want a comfortable spacing in between drone ports, storage units. Probably not tremendously big. Oh, that's right, it does block the sun, doesn't it? Well, we don't really care if it blocks the sun, do we? Actually, the higher you go, the less it blocks, right? But considering the fact we have flashlights, the trains have lights, the explorers have lights, and we have light structures or light poles we could put in on them, you know? Blow it up too. Goodbye, sun. This is 0 right here. Oh, time for the job. Yes, thanks for the lurk. No worries, mate. Have a good day at work. Hope you're feeling better, too, and can get through your day comfortably. Everybody, Firehammer is leaving the house. Be sure to check him out on his stream when he's not at work. Yeah, this could work. This is our zero right here. Oh my god, we got ads too. Alright, so let's just take a little bit of a break right here. And we'll be right back. All right. Thanks everybody for supporting during the break or the extended break. We did get ourselves hydrated, stretched, bio break caffeinated, and a timely phone call, which I took care of. So, all good. All right. Since this is our 00, let's 10 out this way. Let's 10 out that way. I'm sure this won't be nearly big enough, I don't reckon. Out that way. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3. All right, we'll do that. We'll knock 3 off of that. Two 10s this way. Yep, and 110 that way. That gives us a decent workable platform right there. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. No, that didn't do it either. That did what I wanted. Yep, that works. All right, we know that that clears that. Perfect. Wow. That went through a lot of concrete. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, no extra in here. Does cast a little bit of a shadow, doesn't it? It's not horrible. I mean, it's not blackness. We definitely need to increase our uploader rate. Pretty decent area right there. Ooh, that is bauxite. Oh, that's impure bauxite. That's normal. There's a pure way out there. an impure, and then this one. Alright, so I reckon what we'll do, just for alignment purposes, that looks good. Doesn't look like I'm hitting them. It looks like I'm hitting him, but he ain't. Sure is tough. He's dead. I don't know if that's lined up. I was just eyeballing it. Yeah, that looks lined up. All right, that looks good. Now, trains can deliver here. And of course, we'll want to filter. Filter that out into the drone ports. That's a pretty decent drone pad port. That industrial railing stretches the entire length. Takes 4 rods. These take 2 rods. It sticks out over the edge quite a bit, doesn't it? Don't know if I like that sticking out over the edge. At least that modern railing has a beveled edge. Yeah, that one's got a nice beveled edge to it. Blends in with the background pretty good, doesn't it? Alright, anyway, that's drone port, so train delivery. Oh! How did that blow up in my face? How did that blow up in my face? Malfunction. That's crazy. That was a crazy malfunction right there. It actually lines up just right. So I reckon a 10 by 10. Train stations are gonna fill these up crazy fast. Yay! Turbo pressure motor, is that what I was looking for? No, we were looking for turbo electric motor. No, we're looking for alternate to the radio control. Dang it. Original recipe doesn't use rubber. We were looking for... We're looking for another one. There are only two. One that uses rubber, and I bet you the other one uses plastic. That'll suck. Reckon that would work nicely for an Explorer too. Truck won't be very fast, but an Explorer runs at about 112 kilometers an hour. Now, thing is, let's take a look. I know the train stations are 5. One, two, three. There are 4 foundations and a quarter. That's what really sucks. Why would they make this 1/4 of a foundation? I mean, honestly, if I were going to design something, I'd probably put that rail right on a split. You know, the center of the edge of 2 foundations. I honestly, you know what? Coffee Stain got too many chiefs and not enough Indians. And apparently they don't listen to people when they say, hey, this model's not exactly aesthetically functional. So that takes up 5 foundations. Boy, 10 by 10 is only enough room for 4 train stations. See, the only thing is, dedicated lines. These standard parts that might get delivered somewhere. Not counting ingots and ore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, possibly 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 41. I'm not counting like these end parts for phase 4. Well, I might have to, but that's 41 dedicated lines. Hey, Chris, how are you doing? Finally able to be on. 4-hour drive going home for this weekends. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was going to do Tectonica today too, but I got started really late because of memorial services, Veterans Day, Remembrance Day here in Australia. Then some appointments. It got all screwed up. So I didn't get started until afternoon, and the stream's going to be so short anyway. I mean, we're only an hour and a half, a little more than an hour and a half from end of stream. I didn't want to start at Tectonica. I want to do that on a fresh new morning, like tomorrow morning will be a fresh, full stream. We'll start Tectonica. "41 train stations." See, I don't know if I want to do dedicated lines. I mean, I do want to do some, but I guess I'm going to have to pick and choose. Wonder what that looks like. Horrible blend. That's a nice blend. That's a horrible blend. Look how big that bad boy is. That's kind of dumbass. No, that's absolutely correct, Chris. So what we were thinking of... So basically, this is going to be all drone port. So, hang on. Sneeze attack. One more. It always comes in threes. So what's going to happen is this is our central. This is the center of the map. So we are literally at 0, 0 on the map. And this level, we're at level 270 here. So trains can come from all over the map and deliver products here. Which of course will go into boxes. Probably above. And then from those storage boxes, I'll connect up drones, and those parts will go out to all the factories that need those parts. Yeah, so, right. Originally, before 1.0, you had the map and then you had the freight elevator that was operational but didn't go anywhere. Didn't go to the surface, didn't go anywhere else. I don't think they shrunk the map, did they? I was seeing people play and it looked like the bedrock. Well, I know Fire fit 200 crank generators from one end to the other on the ground level. So I don't know if they really shrunk the map. Maybe they did shrink the map a little bit. But I'm certainly glad that there's a whole lot more levels to work with. They are smaller maps. Yeah, I know we've got 13 levels of the elevator now, which I hope one of those includes the surface, but I know one of those is going to be a desert biome, which is kind of exciting to me, but, so you reckon they shrunk the map north, south, east, and west? So I'm wondering if that one, the spiral, not the spiral, that one area that was a huge cavernous, looked like a spiral, had all of the green ore. And at the center was this structure with an elevator on it. Or not even an elevator, it was a structure with a ladder, I think. That went from the water down below up pretty high. But it was circular. It was like the flying saucer. Is that still there? Oh, so you probably can't reach it on the bottom level anymore. That sucks. I had the original map pretty much memorized. Well, we're going to explore that kind of stuff when I start tomorrow on Tectonica, for sure. Let's make some of these. Let's make some of these. I want to get rid of these aluminum ingots from my inventory. Yeah, I saw that in Iltstream and Firestream. I only saw the two directions that Firehammer went with the crank jennies, and he didn't use the echo sketch at the end of either one of those, so I couldn't see the full view of the map to see if it didn't seem smaller, but it may be smaller. And I don't know if I don't know if this is going to work out. It may or it may not, but I can't see having 41 drone ports sending supplies out. Of course, I wouldn't need 41. Because a lot of items are used in different recipes, so they might have 2 or 3 or 4 delivery locations. We'll just do 60 of these and stop there. It's right on the edge. That's fine like that. I don't know if we'll use packaged fuel or... Why are these all 0 per minute? Might do packaged rocket fuel until we get to the ionized fuel. Oh, ad break already. All right, we'll be back shortly. Alright, we're back. Just in time for some ELO. Alright, we can do packaged turbo fuel right now, and we can do packaged rocket fuel. Look at that. All that to protect the blue slug. Sheesh. Alright, that would be turbo fuel. We'll just make a few of these and see what kind of power they're going to deliver for drones. This is making 150 a minute. There's not much residual from that. Alright, so even if we made some... Alright, I guess we'll just have to... We're gonna have to make some just to, we'll leave one there, because I don't want one extra in my inventory. Huh. Actually, it's not drawing power, is it? Oh, all good. All right. Oh, I forgot to leave myself a way back up. Ah. I doubt that's gonna reach. No. That's a bad spot to land in. The tunes from back in the day. All right. $7,200 megajoules. Versus 2,000 megajoules. But how long does that last? Ooh. Rocket fuel burns fast. So it gives you a lot of height, but your forward momentum is only determined by your takeoff, whether you run and jump or not. So far, the biofuel lasts a whole lot longer. Wonder how solid rocket fuel would, solid biomass would perform. Probably not as great. Whoa, that was horrible. What? All right, well, the first thing that's got to come over here is fuel for the drones. So the best thing to do is make a train. Yep, that's a pretty big loop. Oh, a little bit of damage to fix-it property. I don't know how well this is going to work out, but we'll see. I wonder why I'm not getting any power from... I should be getting power from the track. Huh. Yeah, I did that. See, it starts to. There. So it does, I guess it doesn't recognize a certain portion of the track? I don't know, I never noticed that before. I'm getting power from the tower right now. All the way to there. Yeah, the track power is hover pack, so if you're supposed it's supposed to be anywhere near the track. See? Now it won't show me connecting to the tower until I get close to the tower. Didn't even show me connecting. Oops. So technically I'm connected by the rail right now. Because I'm too far from the tower to be powered by that tower or that tower. So I'm powered by the rail right now. Now I'm powered by the tower. I'm close enough to the track, I should be powered by it, so... It works a whole lot better when the track is a loop. Ouchie. That better be a nice straight rail. Yep, it looks straight. They said they fixed the snaky aspect. Oh! You know what? Just do it over, Rocket. Don't leave little tiny mistakes like that. Because when it comes to setting... When it comes time to set rail signals, we like them to match. No, it's not. The exact same length as the other one. No, it's not. I missed it. Missed it by that much. Oh. Yeah. Have you played Factorio before? Need to set that up. Yeah, so once you figured out the trains in Factorio, it's a lot simpler, a lot easier to figure out the trains in Satisfactory or other games with trains, because in Satisfactory they're working with two signal types, which we generally do in Factorio and other games like it, which is your block signal and your path signal. In Factorio they call it a chain signal and a rail signal. And even though the two names are different, they basically operate the same way. And a block signal is used just to identify if the block in front of the signal or past the signal, one block past it, to detect whether it's occupied or not. Boy, I missed that target altogether. And a path signal will detect the block in front and then reserve it for the train that wants to go there. That's the difference between the two. A block signal detects and either allows or blocks it. Path signal will detect and reserve the block if it's empty. Factorio signaling is still a little bit broken, but if you use them and you can see and understand how they're operating, you shouldn't have too much trouble with it. And I'll give you an example. The block signal is the most commonly used. These signals create blocks. So I've only placed one signal at the end of the train station because I want the train to stop in the train station. The block signal's not actually necessary there, but it will detect whether the rail in front of it when it leaves the station is occupied or not. Now, because I've only placed one block signal there, and this is the rail on the left-hand side here, which is leaving that train station up here, because there are no other signals on this rail, this is one continuous block. You know, 1,000 meters down, 1,000 meters long, one continuous block. So if there were a train anywhere on this rail between here and the train station, that one signal after the train station would tell the train, nope, there's a train in this block, don't proceed. So that's a long wait time because the train may be all the way down to here, and that signal will be red there until this block is cleared. The only way to clear this block is for the train to leave, turn off, or by placing more block signals to break it up into chunks, break it up into blocks. That's how the block signal works. The path signal, generally the way the path signal works that Coffee Stain developers, coders don't understand. A path signal is like a chain signal in Factorio. As soon as the rail splits, into another direction, like that, the signal in front of it right there where the rail splits at needs to have a path signal, because that tells the train that you have two choices, two different paths. And the train will take the shortest path if it's clear, shortest path to its destination. That's what the path signal is for. Otherwise, you're using block signals to break it up into blocks. Well, yeah, that's right. It's not. Yeah, it's not just crossing or splitting. It's anywhere where the track diverges into another path, whether it's a crossing, a Y, or switch leg. A lot of times I use a switch leg where I'll use a piece of track, switch leg off onto a station, and then come right back in. That path signal needs to be there to tell the train there is a choice of paths to take. Yeah, block signals are okay. The way you should do block signals, generally, block signals should be placed the distance between signals equal to your longest train. That way, your longest train can fit in a block between two signals, and any trains behind it will stop at the signal before hitting the tail end of the train. Otherwise, a long train can sometimes take up two blocks and two signals. This is about where we want to be. Pretty close to right about... Tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that up to be right about here. So what I'll do is I'll just drop a wall from here. There we go. Come on, catch the edge of that. Seriously. Alright, there's my aim location. Too bad I'm so far away from plastic. Dang it. Well, I'll tell you what we can do. Hang on a second. Did I finish scanning? Radio control recipe? No. Damn. Go into the Steam menu. What's the Steam menu? Oh. No, I don't have that problem. I don't have Xbox, so I don't know if I can really help in that regard. So it sounds like, Chris, now I do know that Windows has a game bar button that talks to or interacts with Xbox. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Steam has a game bar or Xbox. Let's take a look real quick. Yeah, if you have, it's something to do with this Xbox controller. Do you have this Xbox controller enabled? It's not that. So the two things I can think of is this setting here in Steam, the game bar from Windows game bar, and also there is another source, which would be if you have Razer Central, which comes with a cams, if you've got a Razer cam. And I think NVIDIA or AMD have some sort of game bar or Xbox setting in the AMD GPU utility and possibly the NVIDIA GPU utility. It's a lot of places to check, but that's what I'm thinking is where the interference is coming from. Alright, so if Xbox controller is enabled, you might want to disable that. You can see mine is disabled. It would say enabled next to it if it was enabled. Do you have an Xbox? You do have an Xbox and use the controller? Okay. Or you use the controller. Alright. There is one other setting, so Windows. I assume you're on Windows and not on Linux. Using Lutris or Wine or Proton. Alright, if you're using Windows, I assume the yes was that you're using Windows. Yep. So Windows has a setting that makes G the hotkey for game bar, which connects your Xbox controller to games that you're playing. That could be an interference. You'll have to check into the settings for the G hotkey for Windows pulling up the game bar. And it might be Shift G or Control G or something like that. No, I take that back. It might be the Windows key plus G. Oh, we got ads coming, so I'll help you out after the ads. All right, we got about 30 seconds and everybody will be back. All right, so what we're going to need is we're going to have a drone port here, or a train port up there. That's what we're going to have. We will have a drone port over here delivering canisters. But what we want pretty sure that's what we want right there. Yep, that's what we'll take. Gonna have to be careful because I think that's right. I mean, I could use the Mark V's, but this isn't really necessary. I could even use Mark 2 or 3. Come on, stretch down here. Why aren't you stretching down here? should connect to these floor holes. It's not connecting. They're not lined up. Why aren't they lined up? Pretty sure I put them exactly where I needed them. Right on the edge. Right on the edge. They're perfectly lined up. Maybe it's because I had that up there. That shouldn't be. Maybe that's what it was. Mr. Zombie! Second in stream, only 30 minutes before the end of stream. Good on you, mate. There it goes. Now it's connecting. Yeah, how's that? A space factorial, right? Oh no. Yeah, dude, that's so wrong. Never use he who must not be named as a basis for your blueprints. Yes, indeed. Exactly. Good on you, mate. Better. Okay. Working on one of your post-tutorial games. 85 hours in and I have a trickle of white science trickling in. Away. That sounds fun. All right, that's going to be... We need to stop that short a little bit, right about there. And we're going to have... Oh yeah, a little more foundation. Discharge 300 megawatts worth of accumulators at once. Nice. All right, we're gonna need that to line up right about there. Just like that. Yep, not gonna. All right, so we'll move this back one. So that we're lined up right there, I believe it was. Yep, perfect. Very good. All right, now this will get power from this rail. So we're gonna need a 1, 2, 3. Yep, so we'll have to back that up about 1.5. Right about there. Actually, we can back it up right to there. Oh my god, I hate those challenges. Bullet consumption reaches 360 minutes on any planet. Yeah, you can have those challenges, mate. You can have them. Now, this should be a loop. It's right there. And to there. All right, Chris, there you go. Now you can see the yellow is one block. The red is another block. So there are no signals between this one and the next one at the other train signal. So this block is going to be red. This is not empty canister pickup. There we go. Implosion cannon neutralizes 40 enemies or more with one shot. Wow. All right, there we go. Perfect. So what I reckon we'll do is we'll plop a drone port down here. Somewhere like that. Plasma capsules. And plasma cannons. I don't think I've played with those yet. All right, turbo fuel. Turbo fuel gets delivered by train to the base to power all of the drone stations. A drone will deliver canisters over to here. And we'll be making empty canisters over there. Way over there. And a drone will bring them here. This is a destination port, so it doesn't need the drone. Destination ports don't need drones. Okay. Yep, everything's working good here. That's all set. Except for power. Now it's set. It's too bad the zip line doesn't grab vertical. All right, so we will need a train. There's turbo fuel. This is a load, so this is pickup. Yep. Drone fuel. Sorry, that's an unload only. There we go. There we go. Load package fuel. Unload package fuel. You like the toe stubbing song? This is only just barely faster than the Explorer. Explorer is anywhere between 96 and 112. And I forgot to designate this as a unload. There we go. Oh, you didn't pick up any. I was pretty sure there was some drone fuel over there. Automation is the key. Oh, just that too short. Alright, at least I can see where the floor hole goes. Oh, it's off. Uh-oh. That can wait. Now, this is going to have to go into a little storage cabinet, and then it's going to have splitters because that's going to feed several. Probably not that big. That should be fine. There we go, that should be connected. Alright, and then we'll just split them up. Oh, shoot. We'll just split those off as needed. Damn, that scared me. Wow. Alright, well, we know what's next. So we'll just add to our list right here. Set up canisters. Deliver to turbo fuel. Alright, that'll work. That's what's left. And this is a destination port. Because the train is bringing it over. Actually, this is an origination port, so it will have one, but later. Alright, so there's our turbo fuel. And there's our fuel. Now these will need power, so... Where's our closest power? I think it's the power tower right here. Well, sorta. Whoa, what's the jitter? That's close enough. And of course it won't go inside. Oh, it can go inside. But let's just do that. Down and dirty. Heh. Wonder if we can stick one to the side. No. No, what we could do though, we could kind of do that. That actually looks like it's part of the building. Could do something like that. That way we can have that, and we can have another connection to another drone. All right, let's save that. All good. We got our to-do list updated. All right, let's get us our raiding tools because we're going to be raiding here very shortly. Thanks to everybody that came by, Mr. Zombie Roni, Major Tom Jr., Chris, Firehammer. Have a great night, Zombie. Rest well, and I hope you awake well rested. Alright, and if you are a subscriber, they didn't come out very good, but you can copy and paste this text with the emotes in it. Otherwise, if you're a non-subscriber, the Raid Hammer one you can copy and paste. And let's see who's doing some either Tectonica or Satisfactory. Wow, not a lot of either one. It is pretty quiet night. It's the beginning of the week. It's Sunday night in the U.S., early Sunday morning, Monday here in Australia. But, yeah. Toxic Pig is doing Factorio. Yes, he is. How about that? All right, let's go do that. Thanks to everybody that came by. Gamer Shaman. Oh, I didn't add him on yet. We'll raid Toxic. We'll share some love with Toxic. He's only got eight viewers there. Let's see if we can boost his raid count even just for momentarily. And yeah, so we finished our Monday, even though it was a very short stream today. The rest of the week is no appointments, so we can have full regular streams going on. Tomorrow I want to get started on Tectonica that I wanted to do today, but today's stream was way too short to get a fresh start on that. So yeah, unfortunately, let's do this. And we are ending our day, or our stream, with a toasty. What did we get up to today? 104. 104. All right, then. We'll get started on Tectonica tomorrow. Fresh start. Fresh new tools. Fresh everything in that game. It's awesome. Let's go give Toxic Pig, share some love with him. You've got the rating tools. And thanks to everybody that came by today. Really, really appreciate it. Let's get on over to our outro screen. We'll turn off the music so we're not accompanying or mixing those. Here's our proper thank yous. Firehammer, Major Tom first in stream. That's Zombie second in stream. Chris came by. And so did Stream Elements. How about that? All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is. That's it for me. Stand by for the raid. See ya.